Alright, welcome back, everyone. Scor Rubyska here with Boris the Breton and Eric. Eric Greenhoe. Eric the Slayer. Alright, this is episode 28, which is becoming episode 13, part the deuce. And I mean deuce in every way. This is the fourth time I'm trying to record this episode. The first time I didn't like the audio or the commentary. Yeah, it just didn't come out real well, and it just wasn't very good. So I scrapped it, ran through it again. See, I did Wolf Skull Cave the first time, ran through it again with Wolf Skull Cave, and I got to the end. I went to stop recording, and that's when I realized that I didn't even start recording. So I had to do it a third time, and decided we'd head down to Riverwood and find out who took the the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. And about 2/3 of the way through, I ran out of disk space and didn't know it, so both the audio and video just stopped. So I had to make some room on the hard drive. So we're gonna try this again. I wanted to show off what's been done with the castle since the last time. You can see the curtain wall is up. I've not lined everything up. You can see there's still some lines there. I don't have all the pieces lined up yet. Still some work to do on that. I got this nice perimeter area done, and I changed this out because there was an arch piece I had right up here, which had an invisible wall I didn't know, and I get to here, and that's as far as I could go. It stopped me from moving anywhere, and so I had to redo this whole outside area, which I like better. I got my dragon skull with some flames coming out the eyes, and I changed out these braziers for the one I saw in Vogenther. So, well, it looks pretty good. Add a little cemetery down here. I'm going to make some changes to that, though. I think there's some better tombstones from Riften I can put in there. The rest of the building exterior is pretty well done. I've started on the interior, so we'll go take a look at that, but it's not nav meshed. So, Eric.
You need something? I am happy to help if I can.
Hang out here for a minute, would you?
I'll stay here. You try not to get into too much trouble.
Hopefully not. So we'll take a quick look. It's still kind of a mess. I've been trying some different things with the stairs. That's going to be the throne room, if you can call it that. But there'll be something there, you know, because every good castle has a throne room. And these were some other stairs I'm considering using, but I probably won't. In fact, I'm probably not going to use these either. I'm probably going to make some, which is not difficult, but it's kind of time consuming. Here's the Great Hall with the great big fireplace. I actually have to move that one over a little bit to the right. It's not quite centered. Not a big deal, though. Just got a few pieces I'll have to move over. And then this area down here will be the dining area in here. And this will be the kitchen area. And I linked this door to the trap door on the rooftop. And here we are. And I was going to use those and build another another third floor up here, but I don't think I'm going to now. And I was going to put these planters out here for a greenhouse, but you can't plant anything in these, so I got to grab the ones from the hearth fire, but those will be coming in here next. Right now, most of my work, probably 80-90% of it's on the interior, so I'm just going to be doing a little bit here and there to the exterior to get that up to snuff. And the upstairs on the left here is going to be, you know, there'll be a wall right here, but this will be the Dragonborn's suite, room, whatever. Then up here is going to be like a library, and then just a sitting area, kind of like a living room, little fireplace, and a few tables and chairs, that sort of thing. And over there is going to be like follower bedrooms. So, but Still got a lot of work to do, but I wanted to show where it's at right now before the next episode, so we can kind of watch the progression in each episode, which is really holding me up because I want to do some more work on this, and I can't because I can't seem to work out problems with episode 28. So anyway, we're gonna head down to Riften now. All right, you ready?
Returned.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm right with you.
Oh, and I did a few other things. Let's see. Well, I fashioned myself a little pop filter with a coat hanger and a sock. We'll see how this works. And then I enchanted a bunch of daggers and rings, and I got my enchanting to 100. And I took that stuff and went and sold it. I bought a bunch of ingots. Oh, and I probably still have them on me, don't I? I'm kind of weighted down. Yeah, I gotta stop by the house and unload this stuff. I bought a few more building materials for the other house, Winstead Manor. But I also bought Adept Robes of Destruction. Now I'm getting 5% extra here, which is good, but I'm getting 100% on the Magic Regen, which is great. And I bought some Adept level Destruction spells. Chain Lightning. And what's the other one? Fireball. And Ice Storm. And it costs a lot more, so that 5% is going to help. But we got to swing by the house and unload some gear, and then we'll get on the road to Riverwood. Alright. Riverwood.
Can you make something now, Papa?
Busy downtown, isn't it?
Not just yet, Dorothy. I need to keep forging.
Let's hope this episode goes well.
Fair as the morning sun.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Excuse me.
You're that visitor been poking around.
I'm not poking around. I would like to rent the attic room.
Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
No attic room, huh?
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about.
Oh?
I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me.
Okay. Eric,
You need something? I am happy to help if I can.
hang out here for a minute.
You go on ahead.
Close the door. Now we can talk.
Cloak and dagger stuff. Cool. I've got to get one of these in my castle. I actually already have it planned. Shh, don't tell anybody.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
They are.
I hope so, but you'll forgive me if I don't assume that something's true just because the Greybeards say so. I just handed you the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Does that make me Dragonborn too?
What do you want with me?
I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out.
Alright, go ahead.
Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you.
How do I know I can trust you?
If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place.
Not really. I can take care of myself. But why did you take the horn from Oostengraf? Why? I'd like to know how without that shout, but whatever.
I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant.
You saying the Thalmor are after you?
Yes. We're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn.
Well, why are you looking for a Dragonborn anyway?
We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough.
Not really sure why I need to prove anything to you, but... What are you not telling me? There's more to this. Something else.
Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it.
Bring him back to life? You know how crazy that sounds?
A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong.
Well, what makes you think they're coming back to life? I mean, just because they're here doesn't mean they're dead and coming back to life.
I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Well, killing a dragon doesn't mean I'm Dragonborn, it just means I can kill a dragon. So how did you figure all this out anyway?
You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember?
Yeah, that's right. You were the one up there in Dragon's Reach.
So you were paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are.
Okay, so that Dragonstone was some kind of map then?
Yes, a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds.
Okay. So, where are we headed?
Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it.
Alright. Well, let's go kill a dragon.
I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove. Orgnar, I'm traveling. You've got the inn till I get back.
Eric,
You've
Right.
returned.
Happy trails.
let's go.
Great. Let's go.
Kynesgrove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
I don't know if I remember if I mentioned it in the beginning of this. I smithed me up a new weapon. A silver sword. I made myself some new fortified smithing potions. and smithed up a silver sword and put a nice 30-point fire enchantment on it. What's that deer doing?
We may both end up dead, but at least it gets me out of Riverwood. I don't really think I'm cut out for the quiet life.
I figure I'm not too worried about the Draugr, but the vampires are a real problem. So this thing does... I think the base damage is 11. I might be wrong. Maybe it's 10, maybe it's 12. But if it's 11, then it'll do 33 points against undead.
Remember, we're not looking for trouble. We need to get to Kynes Grove as fast as we can.
And another 30 points of fire damage, so it should be pretty effective against those characters. And there it is. Uh-oh.
I don't have time for this. We have to do better than that. Come on, come on! Oh, damn it!
That went pretty
Go
well.
on.
All
I
things
don't like it.
considered.
Yeah, that's worth some money. Keep the rest of that crap. Nah.
This is a
Come
notorious
along, no
bandit
more
hideout,
stops.
but
We
it's
need to
also
find
the
our way
shortest
to
way to
something.
Kynes Grove, so we may have to kill a few bandits.
Hold it. This here's a toll road, see? You're gonna have to hand over, say, 200 gold if you want to use our road.
Huh. Yeah? Well, I don't have any money.
That's a real shame. Gonna make it hard for you to pay a healer after we cave your skull in. Now ain't
That's a mistake. Death is what you want.
Ah, damn it!
Sorry, Eric. Oops, sorry, Eric. Where's that other one at? That's worth some money. Ah, gauntlets. I don't have them yet. Okay. Whoa! Oh, Jesus, freaking bear right there.
Should have picked somebody else.
Yeah, bumped up the conjuration skill. Didn't get to see what it was, though. this road up here has got a lot of good ingredients along it. Should be able to find Dragon's Tongue, Creek Cluster, probably some mountain flowers, and jazzbay grapes. Same kind of stuff you find all over the, I don't know what you call that, the Sulphur Springs type area. That's just to the east of here. I went through there between episodes once and just went on a mass collecting spree, gathering up Creek Cluster and Dragon's Tongue.
All right, hand over your valuables,
Jeez.
or I'll gut you like a fish.
You freaked me out, man. You know what? You should just walk away before you get hurt.
Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not gonna ask again.
Your funeral, man. I don't have time for you.
Don't you walk away! No!
Need torture's head. Take your daggers. And the mountain flowers. Alright. Another quick save. I hear a bear. Where the hell is he?
Good. I can use the platform.
I don't like it.
You used to be able to cast Soul Trap on a dead animal and it would increase your conjuration skill, but the patch fixed that. Made it real easy to get your conjuration up. Just go kill a wolf and just stand there and Soul Trap it for an hour.
Better to stick together. I don't want you to get yourself killed before we even get there.
How would I get killed? I'm letting you do all the dirty work. I'm just Soul Trapping stuff. Even if I don't have soul gems, I want to cast Soul Trap on them. Just get my...
I can use the platform.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm a Dragonborn, but I'm also an alchemist.
I'm glad you were willing to trust me. I know it probably wasn't the best way to introduce myself.
Probably not.
Old habits, you know.
Is
Remember,
that
we're
an
not looking
excuse?
for trouble. We need to get to Kynes Grove as fast as we can.
Well, we'd get there faster if I wasn't stopping to pick everything, but, you know, I can't pass up good ingredients. As I said, I'm Dragonborn, but I'm also an alchemist in my spare time. I think that's all of the interesting stuff from here, but we should be seeing snowberries pretty soon.
I'll try it. I can use the platform.
Like the fight of a flea.
I could use a hand here.
Ebony armor. Whoa. Wow. And an ebony helmet. And ebony gauntlets. Man. Guy has some good loot on him. And he's a high elf too. A high elf wearing ebony armor. That's not something you see every day.
Keep a sharp lookout. We can't afford any delays.
Okay.
Should have picked somebody else for your sin. Come on!
That's how it's done.
Hang on, I need his hide for the other house. Not that I need another house or anything, but I'm here. Let's go. Come on.
Wait, something's wrong.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking.
Where? Where's the dragon?
It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon burial mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Come on, hurry. We might be too late.
Not gonna be too late. It's a scripted event.
Look at that big bastard. Keep your head down. Let's see what it does.
Well, I still have the flame atronach hotkeyed, but I'll probably swap that out for the frost atronach. We'll see what this thing does, which one I want to use. I might have to switch back and forth between the two. That looks familiar.
Steady. I don't know what's happening. Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
Alduinturi, o antid vokri hasuliksejun kuzik. Ger salaknir, kalimir. Full side of king. Zuu, korav.
They're looking right at me.
Dove too high. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance. To dare take for yourself the name of Nova. Sarukanir, Kridar, Jur.
Look out!
God, dispatch flamey quick.
I could use a hand here. This is...
Alright, you're gonna be shouting frost. That's it. Well, it's gonna get silenced some more here in a minute. That ought to be enough to put him on the ground. Get him, Frosty.
I do not fear you, Dovaki.
Wait, something's happening. God's above.
So you really are.
Yeah, look at this. Told you.
It's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn.
Yep.
Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from
Eric,
Morrowind.
really?
Sight to see.
I owe you some answers, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back.
Right. For starters, who the hell are you? What do you want with me?
I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them.
Alright, well, tell me, who are the Blades?
Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now.
So, you're sworn to guide and guard the Dragonborn. Interesting. I'm gonna remember that. But what do you know about the dragons coming back? I mean, clearly you figured out these thing with these burial mounds.
Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
Yeah, I've seen that one before. The one that got away.
Really? Where?
At Helgen. It was the one that attacked there when Ulfric escaped from the Imperials.
Interesting. Same dragon.
Yeah.
Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
Well, I don't know. What's our next move?
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is.
Remind me again, who are the Thalmor?
The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one.
Alright, but what makes you think the Thalmor are behind the dragons coming back?
Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor?
Dragonborn, huh? Was it your ma or your pa that was the dragon?
Shut up, hoe pusher. Okay. Well, why are the Thalmor after you, anyway?
Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong.
Okay. Well, so if we gotta find out that the Thalmor are behind this, if you got any ideas?
If we could get into the Thalmor embassy,
Ugh.
it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia.
I'm sure. How the heck are we gonna get into there? I mean, we can't just kick the front door in.
I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Alright then. Catch up with you later. Well, let me make a save here so we don't have any more problems. And before we head out, we can pick up another quest here, because there is an orc stronghold up here. And it's a good idea to help these guys out, because you get access to their stronghold. They've got a mine here that you can go and mine anytime you want, and it's full of ebony and iron, and a lot of both. But they're not going to just let us walk
Halt,
in.
Outlander. By the code of Malakath, this stronghold belongs to the orcs. Your kind are unwelcome.
I'm just a traveler. What is this place?
This is our stronghold. Here, we are free to live as Malakath intended, away from the prying eyes of the Nords. You're not an orc or bloodkin, so stay out. We only help our own.
Bloodkin, huh? Are there any other strongholds out here?
There are a few great strongholds worthy to talk about. Dushnik Jarl, Morkazgur, Narzilbur, and Lagerspur.
Wow. Is there any way I can convince you to let me in?
We've heard whispers of an enchanted pair of gauntlets, hidden and protected by dangerous men, beasts, or worse. They are called the Forge Master's Fingers. Bring them to our chief, and he will decide if you are worthy to be bloodkin to the orcs.
Aw, man, consider those gauntlets yours. I'll find them.
We will see.
Yeah. Alright, now, just out of curiosity, I want to see where these are. Lost Knife Hideout. Oh man, this is great. That is a really fun quest. But first, quick save. Alright, Eric, you're about to see the Greybeards for the first time, so be on your best behavior. Nice wall behind the door there. My mods don't even do that. Ungear.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Wimkum.
Indeed.
Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful.
Cool.
Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of dark. You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready.
You might want to step back, Eric.
Dovahkiin. You have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Excuse me.
Sky above, voice within.
What was that ceremony all about? Were you shouting at me?
We spoke the traditional words of greeting to a Dragonborn who has accepted our guidance. The same words were used to greet the young Talos when he came to High Hrothgar, before he became the Emperor Tiber Septim.
Huh. What did you actually say?
I sometimes forget you are not versed in the dragon tongue as we are. This is a rough translation. Long has the storm crown languished, with no worthy brow to sit upon. By our breath we bestow it now to you, in the name of Kyne, in the name of Scor, and in the name of Atmora of old. You are Ismir now, a dragon of the north. Hearken to it.
I'd like to learn more about the voice.
You have learned so much already, Dragonborn. Growing your gift too quickly would be dangerous. But there are many words of power in Skyrim, carved in the dragon tongue. Even from here, we can feel the Thu'um resonate from them. Finding these lost words would be a sufficient test to temper your abilities with experience. Ask when you are ready to search.
Okay. I'm actually ready to search. Have you located any?
We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found.
Fallen Road. Cool. Alright then. We'll talk more later. Thanks.
Sky, guard you.
Alright. Fallen Road. Which I think is... Yep. Okay, I'm not sure how long this episode's gone on. I kind of wanted to, I kind of want to wrap it up before I have any more problems. We got a number of things we can do. For starters, I'm going to check that one off. And we can also go to Garmin's Hall and get the last piece of the Galder amulet. Wow. A lot of good stuff to do. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this one up. Might not be the most exciting episode, but I want to call it good before I run out of luck. So we'll pick it up from here in the next one. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. So long.